Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here on Pearl Street, covering the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Wednesday, March 1st, 2023, the Steve Bouyer, former congressman of Indiana, insider trading trial. Yesterday was jury selection, today opening arguments. I'm heading there as we speak. The Saipov death penalty case. We're beginning at 2, I believe, with family members. We're coming right down to it. Basically, Judge Broderick is going to tell the jury that next week they'll get the case. There was a lot of talk yesterday, if whatever happens, death penalty or not, how quickly he'd be moved out to ADX, Colorado. And there was talk of El Chapo having been flown out very quickly. But as the prosecutor said, these are 2 different cases. Meanwhile, Antony Blinken, just as an aside, he's in Uzbekistan saying how great it is. All I can tell you is yesterday, the defense witness, some sort of an expert on Central Asia, said that the Uzbek government has totally botched its anti-terrorism, anti-extremism campaign, has in fact made people more extremist. Of course, Antony Blinken was praising them wildly and saying how great things are going. Ask the people on the West Side highway bike path. In any event, there's also a civil case that's of some interest we've been covering. It has to do with Hard Selzer, Corona Hard Selzer. Is it a beer or is it not a beer? 2 big law firms, Sullivan and Cromwell and another, are facing off in this battle of the seltzers. And then there's a slew of criminal cases that we're going to be covering quite closely. Meanwhile, the United Nations, well, the big man, the big cheese, Antonio Guterres, Big Tony, some call him Fat Tony, he's on the road. But he didn't go to Turkey and he didn't go to Syria. He went to Iraq. Why? Who knows? Well, the answer is the second leg of his trip is to Doha, Qatar. Qatar, kind of like a small China, has bought its way into the UN. They paid to save some documents, apparently, from the Hurricane Sandy. And ever since then, they've been, just like they bought the World Cup, they've bought the United Nations. And Antonio Guterres, he's going there to, what kind of pickup? I don't know. Diplomatic bags? I'm suggesting somebody search it. You know why? Because the UN is so corrupt that they banned the press from going in to ask questions. So we've appealed and we intend to get back in. But for now, into the courts.